This is a show for grown-ups.
And they say bad words.
And they say bad words.
Say final warning.
Final warning.
Blissfully, your watch goes without issue. The morning dawns beautiful, slightly threatening sky, a little bit of rain on its way. Now you can see that there is a river on the other side of the glade. And beyond that is a mouth of a cave. It looks like it's been half-assedly covered up by branches. The lower part's pretty well covered, but anything above 4.5 feet is wide open. He's a very small fishman.
I have a plan, guys. I pull out like this clay container, and I'm like, I have this fire oil if we want to use it. I guess per Into the Odd rules, it sets an area alight. All inside take D6 damage each round. So I don't know, like, if this would be good enough, but I think it's like a pretty badass way of clearing out these mole things.
Yeah, those little fuckers hate fire. I tried to throw torches in there, but it's kind of wet inside. But the oil would float on top of the water. That makes a lot of sense.
All right, could I light it and throw it in? Do we want to like lure them out? I'll just do it. I'll do it. I'll light it and I'll throw it in.
So you make your way to this cave. You can see the little bastards inside. Like the cave is partially flooded, but those things don't seem to mind. And they are as described. They're mostly mouths with legs, horrible teeth, little beady black eyes, like the eyes of a doll. You see that the carpet of these little shits go all the way back into the cave.
Hey, look at this! And then I light it and throw it in.
All right. It goes back sailing beautifully, lands right in the middle of them, and it spreads like a Molotov cocktail. And you hear shrieks of thousands of little tiny creepy mice things. A lot of them flood out, but they're too afraid to attack you. They run like lemmings right into the river, and they're gone. And Dagon is like, well, shit. Well, that was fucking fast, man. Okay, cool. That was wild. Man, oil? Fire oil? What was that?
Yeah, it's fire oil. Don't ask me why I have it.
Hey, that's between you and whatever dark pagan gods your people believe in. As promised, hold on. He kind of like walks in. You see he's like kind of pushing the bodies of the little things that are all burnt up into like a pile in the side. He's like, gonna eat them later. That's the good stuff right there. There's a lot of meat on them little shits. And he goes in the back. He comes back out with 3 river clay vessels with stoppers on the top. They're about the size of your fist. Well, a normal human fist, not a Sasquatch fist. And he says, no matter what's wrong with somebody, you give him this, and they'll be right as rain. I save these in case, I fall down and break my leg or something, but I can make more. Not easily, but I can make some more for myself. So, you boys did me a great service today, and I want you guys to always know you have a friend in Dagon Cornelius. And I hope you come back. But I will kill you, because if you drop my claim, then you're dead to me. Don't tell anyone I'm here.
Wait, so how strong is this potion?
It can bring someone back from the brink of death.
Could it bring back my toes?
It's not a miracle worker. It's just, no, your toes are gone. It's not going to regenerate you. I'm just saying, like, if you had a recent injury, it can heal that. Your body has already taken care of the healing of the toe wounds.
Well, the 3 of us are fine, so.
Well, I hope your good health follows you for the rest of your days, sir, but probably won't, because you guys look like idiots.
I mean, do you want to waste it on Hartley?
You don't have to use it now. Just carry it with you. Goddamn.
Well, you also, kicked in Hartley's head to death, so.
You guys going to eat him, or you leave him here with me?
No, we're probably going to eat him later.
No, that seems fair. All right. I had to ask, Can't be picky when you're on a claim by yourself. I mean, with me and all my strong, cool friends. So don't come back here. Just me and all my cool, muscly guys just hanging out, fighting people, being strong and tough. And they're much taller than me. They're much taller and stronger. And they got full sets of teeth. And they got all their wits about them. Never had any head injuries. Nothing like that at all. So don't even think about it. Anyway, get out. Thanks.
And I just whispered to Jacobus and Vernon, I'm like, well, why did he get his friends to help him?
You solved my Dagon Cornelius puzzle. So now that you've wasted that time, you're heading back on the road, I'm assuming. Are you
Yes.
bringing Hardly, or just going to let nature take its course with Hardly?
Now we should bring him.
Yeah, I've got Hardly slung over my shoulder.
All right.
And I'm on the gunky.
You could just put him in the cart, couldn't you?
No, he
wanna
stays
keep
with me.
Oh, I like that. That's nice. It's like a man stole. Just kind of keeping your neck warm.
Right.
In the spirit of time, I'm going to bring you guys along to the village. The day passes fairly uneventfully. You get a bit of rain. It sucks, but you're able to make it in the direction that you need to go. It's around lunchtime by the time you see the remnants of this village. It looks like all the buildings here have been at least partially destroyed. Some of them, there's evidence of fire. There's blood on a lot of the buildings, claw marks on the earth. And a lot of surfaces are covered in brown, sticky stuff.
Is it sap?
How do you know? I don't know.
Vernon would know.
It kind of looks like sap, and if it is, I'm really afraid. The trees are going after me of all the wrongs I've done.
Those trees had fathers.
It's oh god. It's very sticky stuff. I'll tell you that. It's extremely sticky. There's a lot of flies in the area landing on it. Like the flies are all about it.
Sammy
Sir?
is gonna dip his finger in it and put his finger into his mouth to taste it.
It's the most delicious, pure maple syrup you've ever had in your life.
Ooh,
Oh
that's
my
the good
god!
stuff.
I've only heard of this good of maple syrup in legend.
So as you look around, you realize this place probably could have held like 15 people easy. There's a variety of different houses, outbuildings, that sort of thing. There's a little sawmill, so you can like process stuff here. There's bunk houses, all that kind of stuff. And there's not a single person to be seen. But there is a lot of blood and a lot of syrup.
Are there any trails in the blood? Any evidence to where something might have got dragged off to, or?
Yeah, actually, it's not even like they were trying to hide anything. Heading east out of here is a bunch of broken branches and a big sticky trail, pretty much. It looks like they've been, whatever it was dragging something or some things.
We should probably follow it and see if we can find Tommy. I mean, that was the whole purpose we came out here for.
There's a Pusing chartreuse gingham on one of the buildings. So you know that your people, the Puce possums, have been here before.
Can we check out that building and look for clues?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. You go in there, you see a bunk that says Tommy's bunk.
Guys, I think Tommy might have been here.
You find a lot of stickiness all over it. And also there's some syrup.
What could have done this?
A maple tree.
Oh god. Would we have like any idea what could have happened here? So there's like maple syrup everywhere, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Would we know like any like stories of monsters that, you know, attack and leave maple syrup, like a walking maple tree or something?
Roll me a wits roll.
Will?
Yeah, that's the one.
A nat 1.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
You know what these things are. These are things that are called syrupoids.
Syrupoids.
They are
Okay.
like sentient syrup beings that usually lurk. They're not organized. They don't do anything but attack. Basically, certain trees get tainted. They're evil. And unlucky syrup folks in the sugar houses will take the sap, boil it down, and then something like an ooze in D&D comes out of it. But these things seem to be working with purpose, which is not like a syrupoid that you've ever heard of.
I relay that information to my friends.
Syrup boys, that sounds like what I'd make after I do with the trees there.
No, Ryan, the trees produce the maple syrup. And honestly, that's just a myth. I think it's just pee.
Oh boy, I like that one.
This is a show for grown-ups. Dendrophiliacs, boys. That's the word of the day.
All right. Is there any gear, any weapons, anything that could be useful to us in the cabins?
Sure. There's all kinds of axes. There's a lot of melee weapons. There's a few guns. You can resupply. Let's just say there's enough of whatever you need, basic stuff-wise.
All right, we'll just load up on guns.
There's like no reason for anything else. Like there's no fire, oil, or flashbangs. They weren't expecting to have to defend this place, really.
Is there any rope?
Why would you need rope?
Well, Charlie Bronson's always got ropes and he always ends up using it.
Excellent. Set it up and knocked it down.
Can I like take a moment to to check up on Hardley,
Sure.
see how he's doing. I try to find like the cleanest bed. I take him off my shoulders and lay him down, and I see what's up with him.
And
His
man, that boy
head-
sleeps like a log.
Don't get any
no.
ideas.
He's not doing great. He's got some problems with his whole brain thing. Like you pull his eyes open, and they're just kind of like red and bloodshot, as if like he's bleeding into them. He's not looking hot. He's breathing.
Can I propose this, guys? It's a little messed up, but hear me out. Whatever took these men came here because they were looking for living creatures, people. If we set Hartley up in one of these beds, and then we just watch what happens and see if they come to take him, then we'll know what we're dealing with more. He's probably not going to make it. And we don't have any magic potion that would cure him at all.
Yeah, I guess out here in the woods, it's us or them. So he's a goner. Maybe we could get some use out of him.
All right. So do you like prop him up near the path where they were coming, or do you put him in the bed?
I think we put him in the bed and we wait for nightfall.
All right.
I'd like to make another proposition. Could we make a trap? Maybe out of fire. If these buildings are made out of wood, and this is a sapoid, right? I assume that it's also syrupoid. It's probably made out of like sugar, so it'll burn.
Yeah.
Maybe we could kind of thin out the herd a bit. What do you think?
I still have my musket, so I'm sure I can get some gunpowder from that.
You guys have been camping. I'm sure you can start a fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could probably start a fire. We would just have to hide sufficiently just to be able to, I don't know, make sure that they don't attack us.
You're suggesting we douse the cabin with sticky, flammable stuff.
Let's just say you can find some lamp oil here, because I
Right.
think
Mhm.
there would be lamp oil.
Okay, we'll take all the lamp oil from all the other cabins. We'll douse the cabin. When the creature or creatures go into the cabin to get Hardley, we slam the door shut, barricade it, and burn them to death.
Yeah, burn as many as we can.
Fellas,
it.
I don't know if this is any help, but I also have an animal trap and a smoke bomb.
No, that wouldn't be helpful at all. Like a bear trap?
I mean, I guess we could say it looks like a bear trap.
Okay, then we'll put like a bear trap by the side of the bed with like some leaves over the top of it.
And I got some marbles. I mean, we can go home alone. I mean, I don't know what that is, but we could go all sorts of crazy in here.
Okay. I mean, it is sticky. They could be the sticky bandits.
So we could drop some marbles at the door to make them all slippery, and we got an animal trap, and I can smoke bomb if we
Yeah.
need to.
And we can heat the door handle on the cabin with a fire, so when they touch it.
Ooh,
Burn.
that's a good idea.
Yeah, see? Anybody have a tarantula?
I think while you're searching and looking through everything, CJ, or Sammy, I should say, roll me a d20. No, CJ, roll me a d20 for Sammy.
Let's see, that's 9. For what stat, if any?
No
Oh,
stat.
just a luck. Okay.
So as you're walking, you find an equipment shed full of all the stuff. And you see this strange, it's like a coat covered in hair. I don't know that it would fit you, but the coat has like gloves on the sleeves, on the end of the sleeves. So like you put your hands in there and they fit. And it looks like it's almost like spider skin.
Hey guys, I found this weird coat thing.
What you got there?
I don't know. It's like it's kind of like spidery or something. I try to like put it on and it clearly doesn't fit. I'm like,
That guy in a spider coat.
So as you're going to put it on, your hand touches the wall, and you realize your hand is stuck fast to the wall.
Whoa.
And then you're able to think of like let go, and it lets go. And you realize like this is it's called a spider skin, and it allows you to climb as if you were a spider.
But it clearly won't fit you. So clearly Jacobus should hang on to it for good luck.
I throw it at you.
And it sticks to me.
Ugh. And so what's your plan now? It's getting fairly late in the day. It's just about supper time or so, dusk. Describe the setup you have.
So we've got the oil or the lamp oil all covering that shed or shack or whatever the hell that Hardly's in. I'm not particularly sneaky. I don't know if there's anyone who's sneakier than me who would want to light up the shed, hopefully after baiting out all the maple syrup monsters.
I could just shoot it with my musket. I
Okay.
do that from a distance. So the biggest challenge would be, how do we secure the door behind him? If maybe we can cut down a tree so that it falls and lands in front of the door.
Oh, that's an awesome idea.
I mean, we are lumberjacks.
Yeah, fell a tree right as they're in there. That's awesome. I like
But
that.
maybe we pre-cut it so it just is barely hanging on, and then we give it the final whack as soon as he goes in. Tree comes down and covers the door. I'll climb a tree with my new fancy spider coat.
Mhm.
You take care of chopping the tree down.
Okay.
I can light off the cabin with my musket. And Vernon, what are you doing, bud?
Vernon could probably help me chop down the tree, if anything else.
Okay.
I don't know if that would like make us.
No, wait, that's a liability. He's going to try to fuck it halfway through.
You don't know that. I mean, it depends on the type of opening that Sammy makes, you know? If it looks good, we're good to go.
He likes all kinds of axe wounds. So I think you have it all set up. I think the work goes fairly quickly. You guys are on a mission. There's a montage in the background. Some kind of cool song is playing. Some lumbery thing, but very 80s as well. Right as the sun sets, you hear a shuffling coming towards the village. You hear like a and you see these, I mean, they look like misshapen skeletons covered in syrup. The skeletons are not human, not entirely human anyway. They look like there's something wrong with them. The bones aren't quite right. The skulls are misshapen. The teeth are huge and flat. But they're covered in syrup, and they're going towards the one house with a light on. So far, so good. They're not thinking of anything. They're not very smart. They head right inside the building. The tree falls without issue. It makes a huge, clamorous crash. It falls right where you want it to. It's blocking the door. These things cannot get out this way. If they were just syrup, they'd be able to probably squeeze under the door, squeeze out of a window. But because their bones covered in syrup, there's no way they can escape this building.
I will take aim with my musket and shoot an oil damp rag
Oily
to be
rag.
made by the door.
You had the forethought to fill your musket full of like wood shrapnel and what have you, and it blows out all these sparks. It hits the house catches, and it's a huge conflagration. The things inside, they can't scream. They burble, and it sounds like they're getting soupier. There is a scream, however, a very loud human scream.
Oh no, we forgot we left hard nips in there.
We didn't forget. That was the plan all along.
And then his screams are boiled away and full of syrupy coughing, and that is the last you hear of Hardly Nipnops.
We never speak of this ever again.
So you kill the National Geographic illustrator and some syrup guys. What do you do next?
Well, yeah, with them out of the way, I say we follow where they came from. We follow the syrup trail.
Yeah.
So it's at night. It's not the easiest thing to see. So who's leading the way?
I'll lead the way.
Give me a will save.
Will. 13 and my will is a 14.
Gorgeous. With your advanced Sasquatch eyes, you're much more able to navigate in the darkness than anyone else. And you find the sticky patch and these drag marks going right through the woods. Normally, the woods would have covered up these tracks without any issue very quickly. There's something wrong here, though, where nothing is growing on these tracks. In a shorter time, you come upon a log cabin, except it's like a wizard tower log cabin. It's at least 100 feet tall. You know how a lighthouse has an off building where the people actually live?
Yeah.
It's like that. So it's attached to this long building. There's steam billowing out of the multiple chimneys on this thing. And then attached to that is a large tower.
Could we do like some kind of like knowledge check or something to figure out what's going on with these tracks? If there's anything like looking at like the flora, or maybe plants just don't like maple syrup around here, or maybe the maple syrup is poisonous. I don't know.
You can roll me a will. Check, that's fine.
Let's see. That is a 10.
The maple syrup is extremely sweet. It's upsettingly sweet. It's almost as if it's laced with something that is not natural. This is tampered with. It's not normal syrup. This is something wrong, and nature is not a fan of it. It's completely not natural to the point where it's affecting the world around it. It's killing things. It's a poison.
I wonder if we have a Maplemancer to worry about.
Let me write that down real quick. Hold on. I'm changing this adventure now. Maplemancer.
Maplemancer. It might be toxic to plants, but I don't think it's going to be hurtful to us.
You hope not. You were finger licking it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you tasted it earlier. How are you feeling right now?
I feel pretty good. Yeah.
But I think
feel all right.
Sasquatches have a stronger constitution, don't they?
Jacobus, you try some.
Yeah, no, I'm all set. Your soup turned my stomach. I can't afford to have anything more terrible. You said there's smoke coming out of the chimneys?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've seen enough movies to know that either the hostages or the evil villain is on the top of the tower.
Okay.
And I'm thinking with my new spider suit, I can scale the tower and peek in the window and see what's doing. And then I'll come and report back.
Give me a dexterity check.
Okay, dexterity is 11. I'm rolling a 16, so nope.
You can't quite get the hang of the coat. You get about 10 feet up and you slip. You're able to catch yourself before you take too much damage. You take 1 damage on the fall. This coat is not as simple to use as you thought.
Hey, you okay over there, Jacobus?
Yeah, I'm okay. I don't want to talk about it.
Now, you can take some time to figure out the coat and try again if you'd like. If you want to take the time to figure out so you can master it, you can, but it takes time to do it. Can you afford that?
I got Charlie Bronson rope.
You did specifically ask for rope, so yes, you do.
And I didn't know that I was going to need it. So instead, I'm going to scale the wall like Batman and Robin.
Did you ask for a grappling hook?
I didn't think that far ahead. Is there something I can cling on to from the rope, like a hook?
You can use my animal trap. I just want to see you fall like a moron.
That's a great idea.
Great. I can tie the rope and it will come up like a
cartoon.
Yeah.
Right. I love that. Vernon, that's a great idea.
Great.
Okay.
Thank you, Vernon.
Cool.
Yeah, so I'll combine my Charlie Bronson rope,
Yep.
his bear trap, and I will scale the wall Batman and Robin style.
And you're going to yeet the trap 100 feet straight up into the air.
Which will be my strength.
Yep.
Oh, well, no, I won't. We've got a Sasquatch, and he's strong. He could do it.
I'm pretty strong.
He'll
I think
throw it on
Vernon's the
climate.
strongest of you all, isn't he?
Yeah, I might be the strongest.
I think he is. My strength is 15.
My strength is 16. I got them big old tree fucking muscles.
All right,
From wrestling trees.
Vernon, would you do me the honor of throwing your trap up on the tower?
You asked so nicely. Sure, I'll go and give it a shot. Oh, hell yeah, that's a 15. Thank the Lord.
Nice.
Thank the Lord, that was close.
Nice.
If that didn't work, I would have had the trap fall back on you.
And I probably would have died with only 2
It's like Final
HP.
Destination.
We would have been finally free of Vernon and his perversions.
Yeah, be free.
I've tried this whole game to kill him, dude. I don't know.
Per Vernon, we'll call him. It miraculously floats up and chomps onto the very top of this wooden structure. And now you are able to scale relatively easy. I won't make you roll for it. I think you're doing a fine job there. So you go all the way to the top floor.
Yes, and I want to peek in. What do I see?
When you look in, you see several large crates and a kind of a makeshift bed. There's a writing desk and looks like a clothes closet with the door open with some pretty big robes. One thing you notice, there's a lot of carvings and pictures and furs of beavers. A lot of them. Like, it's as if someone had mentioned once when they were a child that they kind of like beavers, and then all their aunts and uncles and grandmas bought them nothing but beavers for the next 6 years for Christmas.
I don't see any people, hear anything, sign of life.
Not in that room, no.
Okay, then I'm going to crawl down another step and look in the window below.
You see a bunch of tables covered in all kinds of alchemical equipment. The center of the room consists of 2 tables, one sized for, I don't know, maybe a beaver, and the other one's sized for a human being. There's an elaborate series of pipes attached to a variety of weird equipment hanging above it. And there's a very tall man, hulking figure, very wide, in a lab coat, worriedly reviewing his notes and mumbling to himself. At the floor, there's a young man crying. He says, "Please just let me go. Please, I won't tell anybody what happened. Please just let me go." He's like, "Shut up." And in that cage next to that boy is a beaver going. He's like, "Shut up."
How big is the window, and am I able to crash through it like fucking narrow Flynn?
I'd say it's about people size.
We're not with you though, so just keep that in mind. We're still down below.
Yeah.
Right. You can't get into the building until I get downstairs and get you a way in. Or just climb the rope after me.
I don't think we've tried the building. Like, I don't think we've looked around to see if there's any doors, and if there are doors, that they're locked or anything.
Well, I'm saying once I crash through, you guys can just climb up the rope and join me.
Yeah, we could do that. How far up is he?
He's about 50 feet.
I don't think we'd be able to climb 50 feet fast enough.
Yeah, you'd be alone for about 2 rounds of combat.
I'll wait till the hulking lab coat man goes into another room, and I'll just open the window and sneakily get in.
So this is just one big room.
Okay. I'll go back up to the top and go in that window. There was nobody up there except the Beavis.
So you're able to scale pretty easily. The window is just, it's not even glass, it's just kind of shuttered. So you're able to open it up and kind of swing in. You're now in this room. It smells very musty and a little bit like vanilla.
Well, that's how they make vanilla extract.
Yeah, beaver butt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Beaver anal gland cheese
See?
substance.
Is this so we can get like an education grant?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to apply for. I think this episode really...
We've learned some things, mainly about Ryan.
Dendrophilia, beaver anal glands. I mean, we're hitting all the bases today.
Squirting.
Squirting, yep.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Coming to the World Wide Web, it's the internet's premier podcast that gives you the 411 on the 1990s favorite television teens with Tood.
The Ninja Turtles?
As if,
The Power Rangers?
talk to the hand.
My bad. You must mean the...
No duh, they're all that in a bag of chips.
That's PHAT fat. How do I scope that?
Just head on over to our Patreon, and starting at $1, you'll get 2 gnarly episodes of Jumping the Street Sharks a month, plus a bunch of other tubular shiznit.
Actually, that sounds lame. I think I'll keep my cheddar to myself. Not!
So if you want to support us, head to the Patreon link in the show notes. We appreciate you, and can't wait to share more jawsome content with you soon.
Do you like wave us up as you go in?
I think I give you that, like, but very like tactical and very cool. Like point at my eyes.
What's he
Thumbs
doing?
up.
and,
He's
and then we do. I do the same thing, but it makes no sense.
Yeah, I'm doing.
Has he
I'm
got
doing,
an
like third
itch?
base coach.
what's he, is there a fly or a bee up there? What is he doing?
I start hand boning.
Do you
Hey,
need
John.
help? Jacobus, what's wrong?
I'll try and follow.
Or
you.
meet me halfway.
Should we
Right
go?
on the boat.
Can we
right?
take the same rope? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, I'm leaving the rope there.
All right, let's give it a shot.
I'll climb up first.
Okay, you don't have to roll for it. It's just climbing a rope. I'm assuming you guys are both, with your strength scores, able to do it without a problem.
Oh yeah, we're both very strong boys.
So you don't use your legs. You like just hand over hand, whoop, right up.
Mhm.
All right, you're up in the beaver room. This is the first time you guys have seen it, but it is, as I described it earlier, full of beaver things. Writing desk, bed, the huge.
Hey, it smells really good in here.
Yeah.
Is there any like notes or books that would give us a clue as to what their evil dastardly plan is?
Yeah, he's got a diary up there, actually. Yeah. It turns out he's a beaver cultist. He's one of the ones that worships the beaver. The beaver, you see, is like the ideal creature for industry. It never tires. It works selflessly, constantly. It can achieve great things. So if you take the intellect and drive of a man and the industriousness and dedication of a beaver, and you were able to combine them, you would have the perfect creature. You would have an unstoppable force.
Of course.
And, you know, he is a werebeaver, and he's tired of always reverting to his weak human form. And so he's been trying very hard to find a way to stay in beaver form. And so to do that, he's been infecting people with werebeaverism and then trying to cure their humanity to stay in werebeaver form. But he's not been successful. And because he needs mindless hench people, he's taken their misshapen skeletons from his failed experiments and made them into cerepoids to do his bidding.
So is this the Maplemancer?
He's more of a beavermancer.
Wait, back at that village, there was about 15 people that could live there, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we've killed 3 of them, that means that there's maybe 12 left. Did you see any in there when you're checking out the window below us?
I saw one man alive.
If there's nothing over there, everything else must be on the bottom level, or it might be in the forest or something. So maybe now is our chance to strike. What did that man look like that you saw?
The entirety of his face was covered in a fine layer of fur. He had these long whiskers, and there was actually like a flap that you assumed was the tail of a coat hanging out of his back, but you can recognize now it was just a big beaver tail.
You have buck teeth.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Kind of like Freddie Mercury, but not so extreme.
I think with 3 of us can take him.
I think we have to.
We got to save that man.
Wonder if it's Tom.
There's no way that was Tommy. No way. He would have been dead.
How do you know?
He's a weakling.
Did
Tommy
Tommy
do
fuck your
you
girlfriend
wrong?
or something?
He did.
I want to apologize to any Tommies that may be listening.
All right.
So what's our plan?
I say we just bust down into the lower level and
I'll shoot him.
We face that Maplemancer werebeaver.
You Maplemancer way of beaving motherfucker.
Get him.
Yeah,
What do you say?
I'll go down and I'll just shoot him. That's pretty boring, but I mean, I have a musket. Why not use it?
All right.
Yes.
Do I have silver bullets for my musket?
No.
I'll try regular bullets.
Yeah.
So you guys behind me?
Yeah.
So we'll go down the spiral stone staircase.
Mm-hmm.
We'll fling open the door and blammo.
Yeah, we do that and we kill him instantly.
Well,
So you're gonna just throw the door open and shoot wildly?
because I'm going to use my dexterity, which will be how well I can aim and find the first moving thing I see.
So he turns to you and he's like shocked. He goes, "What's the meaning of this? How did you get in here?"
It's been revoked. And unfortunately, a 19 out of 11. So
So your shot goes wide, and he kind of looks at the wall. He's like, "What? Get out of here! What are you doing?
How did you miss him?
This is my home. Get out! Can't you see you're interrupting my great work?"
Did you attack that village over there?
Yes, I did. And he's kind of calming down. And you can see his beaver face like flickering back to the human face. I
More
did.
importantly, hey, is that Tommy? Tommy, are you in that cage?
Yeah. How do you know my name? Please get me out of here. I want to go home.
Tommy, it's okay. You're coming with us. Your father is worried about you. We're going to kill this asshole and bring you home.
You're not taking him. You're not going to kill me in my own home, surrounded by all these things. And he's just hulking out. And yeah, he bursts out of his lab coat Hulk style, but his pants stay on because this is a kid's show.
Naturally.
He picks up the table was where he was going to experiment. He picks up and he whiffs it at Jacobus. You're looking at me with the eye contact. Give me a dexterity check to get out of this way, or strength, or something else. Will, I don't know. Tell me how you're going to not get smashed by this table.
Well, strength is my best bet, but I don't think I'm going to punch the table out of the air. So I'm going to Neo in the Matrix dodge this thing.
Okay.
With my dexterity of 11, with a 1.
Whoa. All right. So you're able to, you just pancake on the ground, and this table goes flying through the window behind you. Smash! It leaves a sizable hole. Like, if this had hit you, it probably would have been game over for you. And you hear it seconds later crashing to the ground. And he roars in impotent rage. Rah! Stay still so I can smash you. And now it's someone else's turn. You're on the ground, Jacobus, so I think it won't be your turn. We'll go to one of the other two. So Sammy, Vernon, what do you guys want to do?
I'm going to rush at him with my helicopter axe and swing it around and try and hit him.
All right, make 2 attacks with that.
All right.
Not for nothing. Why did we have to use a rope? You could have used your helicopter axe to just fly up there.
Oh!
Really fast.
Yeah, too late. Sorry.
Oh, that would have been a fucking
It would have been
awesome
cool.
idea. Okay,
Next
first
time,
roll
next
is a
time.
4. and an 11. So if both of those are strength, I pass.
Yep. So roll 2d8 for your damage then.
Would be 8. That's going to be an 8 and a 7. I'm rolling fucking awesome right now.
Damn. So 15. So
Damn.
you hit him so hard, he stumbles back. He's shocked. But the thing is, you're like the one person, air quotes, that's just about as big as he is. So yeah, he goes to swipe the axe out of your hand, but he's not paying attention to the other one that's swinging at him as well. And it buries deep into his shoulder, and his arm goes limp at his side. He goes to punch you with that arm, but he can't move it. And that's when the second blade attacks and hits, burying into his chest. He drops to a knee. He's getting madder now. Vernon, what do you do?
I'm gonna go in with my bedazzled axe and take a swing.
Right.
Maybe get a little catch the light to blind him to really make sure this hits, please.
Oh, I
Please,
like that,
dice.
yeah.
No, the 17 on a strength roll of 16.
Have you succeeded once?
One time I succeeded in something.
Christ.
That was just to throw the bear trap and not die.
Oh, that was good though.
Yeah, that was actually really good.
Yeah.
So you go to swing down. I think he's able to, like, his one good arm, he reaches up and grabs your wrist.
Oh,
You
that's
drop
my
the
bane
axe.
arm.
So, all right, Jacobus, you hear your friend get his arm snapped like green wood. What do you do from the ground where you are?
I don't think I'm on the ground because if I neo dodge that,
Oh, okay.
He springs
take a
back
backwards
up.
bend?
here's
Sure.
what I do. So as I'm coming up, I throw my hatchet
Okay.
at the creature's head.
Strength or dexterity? What are you going to do it with?
I will do strength.
Okay.
Strength is a 12, and we roll a 15.
Oof. It hits the exact same spot in the wall where your shot went wide. It's like amazing. You like split the bullet in half. Everyone's very impressed by your accuracy. And they think you maybe be cross-eyed. So he's going to attack now. He's going to, CJ just hit him as hard as he could. He's going to spin around and hit you with his tail.
Okay.
It's going surprisingly fast, Sammy. So give me a, however you want to stop.
I think I'm going to use my strength to see if I can catch it and
love
like stop it.
Yeah.
That's a nat 1, baby.
All right. You've caught his tail. He was completely fucking unprepared for that. You have it in your hands. So what do you do now that you have this beaver man by the tail?
I want to slap him with his own tail.
Okay. All right. Roll with, I think, strength, right? But do advantage. Again, I don't know if that's an into the odd, but it's in my version of into the odd. So
That's a 9 and a 14.
all right. So they both succeed. So yeah. Describe how you hit him with his own tail.
I just take it and I bend it up and I slap him in the face. I'm like, stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
Hey, roll me a d6 for damage.
A 2.
Yeah, it's more upsetting to him, I think, than it is painful, but he's really embarrassed. So he looks at you and he's like, please stop. I can give you this gift. I can make you stronger than you could possibly believe. I can make you like me if you'll just stop. No one has to know I'm here. And you can be as powerful as me. You can be a perfect creature. All of you.
He's scared, otherwise he wouldn't be bargaining. We've got him
I
where
don't
we
want
want
to
him.
be like you ugly thing, you.
You don't want to bite trees and bite right through them? There's no set turns. It's kind of like more of a cinematic thing. But go ahead, Vernon.
Fine.
you wanna
Vernon's
want to fail
going
this
to
time?
take his well, now that he's got a limp wrist, he's gonna take the axe in his other hand and take a swing. For fuck's sake, come on. Fuck me. Was an 18? I don't want to play this game no more. Can we play by D&D rules or Knave rules? I would be the king of mug men right now.
You go to swing, and the beaver man is so incensed that you'd pass up the gift he's offering you. He's going to try to just charge into you and take you out. He's going to try to spear tackle you. So give me whatever kind of save you would like.
It's gotta be strength.
It's going to be strength.
Hey, did he take damage with his broken wrist?
I fucking quit. I rolled a 17. What the fuck is wrong with this dice roller? I fucking quit. I'm dead.
All right, he spear tackles you, and you take a d6 damage, Ryan. So go ahead.
Doesn't
and roll
matter. I have 2 HP. There's no
You
way
can
you
roll
ain't
one.
gonna kill me. You know, bullshit.
If
One
you
or two.
roll, even if you have 0 HP, you're not dead. It just starts taking away from your strength.
Oh, like it fucking matters. A 1. Holy shit!
Hell yeah.
All right. I think he goes to spear tackle you, but maybe Jacobus or Sammy, whichever one of you still has control. You have control of him still, Sammy, right?
Yeah, I've got
By
his
the
tail
tail.
in my hands.
Yeah. So you see that he's going to lunge at your buddy. You yank him back at the last second, so he's not able to make full contact.
Hmm.
He spins to go at you now because he knows that you are stopping him. You're controlling him, and no one controls him.
Mhm.
So what do you do?
I'm going to see if I can pick him up and smack him against the wall.
Ooh, all
Even though
right.
He's big.
I love it.
Ooh, can I make
Uh,
a suggestion, CJ?
Yeah, sure.
I've already weakened that wall from 2 direct hits. Maybe you could throw him through the wall, and maybe out of the tower.
Yeah, I want to do that. That sounds fun.
Awesome. Go for it.
Okay. That's a nat 1 again.
Are you
It's-
serious?
Yes.
You're
You
like
played-
Ryan, but worthwhile.
I'm the
He's
anti-Ryan.
Fucker.
You guys ever played Mario 64?
Of course.
Yes.
You know when you grab Bowser by the tail and swing him around, you whip him into the bombs around the little stadium area?
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
I think that's exactly what you do. You grab him, you spin him, everyone else gets out of the way. He's smashing into all his laboratory equipment. There's like little explosions going off everywhere. And at the last second, you see Jacobus's axe sticking out of the wall like a beacon. And you let him go. And he flies right into it. Smash! The wood crumbles. And he's like, no! And you hear a second or two later, a big loud splap on the ground below.
Hell yeah. I go over and peek out of the hole in the wall to make sure he's done for.
And there's no body. No, he's fucking dead. He's very dead.
Oh,
He's,
hell
he's
yeah.
like a giant pizza.
Beaver pizza. Finally, we have Tommy. Your name's Tommy, right?
Fucking
Yeah, please get me out of this cage, please. Are any of my friends alive still downstairs? I don't know. The syrup guys, they grabbed us all.
They're probably dead, kid.
We haven't been
Probably dead.
downstairs. We should probably go at least look before we leave like 9 people to starve to death in a cage.
The only way to get downstairs from here, there's actually not like a staircase, there's like a dumbwaiter where things can be hoisted up and hoisted down.
Vernon, you're the strongest. You want to hoist us down?
I only got one good wrist right now.
Oh, this is true. Okay, then it's up to Sammy.
Yeah, I'll try to hoist you down, Jacobus, if you want to go down there.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm taking Vernon with me.
It's
Alright,
it's
cool.
big enough for a large beaver man in some cages, so it can hold all of you if you wanted to, but it's just hard to lower him
we'll get
down.
out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll go down. Tommy, stay right here. Don't move.
So I think
Strap
you're
in
able
the
to,
cage.
if you stand on it, you can lower yourself down while you're on the platform.
Oh,
I think
oh,
that's
okay.
fine.
Okay.
As you're lowering down, you see that this room is just full of these huge vats of boiling syrup. There's about 5 or 6 of those syrupoids kind of wandering around, toiling. Someone's stirring the syrup up, someone's minding the fires, that sort of thing. On the other wall is just all sorts of cages full of beavers and full of men in various states of, being beaten the fuck up by syrup-covered skeletons. And there's a few beavers in cages. There's also skeletons from misshapen failed experiments near the syrup vats, so ready to be turned into more syrupoids. Nothing sees you, or if it does see you, nothing seems to care. Just big vats bubbling away and lots of people.
If we destroy the Maple Boys, we can save that village for someone else to use in the future. But if we leave them, then they're just going to keep on making monsters and stuff.
Right. Well, plus we know that there's hostages in cages we have to rescue.
Right. I'm down to smash them up.
I used a flashbang earlier. Do I have just one flashbang?
Yeah, it's gone now.
It's done. That would've
I mean, if I recall, Vernon has a smoke bomb still.
I do indeed have a smoke bomb.
Could we use like the smoke bomb to maybe give us a cover so that we can break the people out and then
Ninja
skedaddle?
Vanish. Yeah.
But then the monsters would still be around.
Yeah, but I mean, the most important thing is saving the hostages. If we get to kill
True.
a couple monsters on the way, cool. But if we throw the smoke bomb, go underneath, whip, 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 ninja vanish, and get the fuck out.
Then we could set fire to this place. It's all wood, right?
Yeah,
Burn
it's,
everything
it's a
down
log
then.
cabin full of syrup and beavers.
I like that plan.
And I've got my pipe and tobacco, which I would imagine I'd have something to light it with.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
All right. Vernon, throw your smoke bomb.
All right, I'm gonna toss it.
Alrighty. You don't need to roll for it because it just says it fills the room with smoke. So I assume it just drops down. The syrupoids don't react to the sound of it hitting the ground at all, and it slowly starts leaking out. What color smoke is it? Black, gray, or just a pretty color? What's up?
It's like a deep purple.
Purple haze rolling through my syrup factory. So yeah, it fills the room up to about 4 feet high on the ground, and you have enough cover to get to the cages. All the people in the cages are coughing their brains out now, but you know.
Can we go over to the cages and try and like use an axe to like smash the lock if they're locked in?
Absolutely, yeah. Use like the blunt end of the back of the axe, kind of that idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me strength checks. Give me 3 strength checks. You can either do all of them. You can each do one of them. There's 3 cages.
All right, strength check. Here we come. That's a 15, and my strength's a 16.
It's happening, guys. It's a Christmas
Oh my
miracle.
god!
All right, I'll go next. My strength is a 12, and we roll a 6. Success.
Hey. So 2 cages out of the 3 open. Yep.
All right, Sammy, don't
Okay.
fuck it up.
Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. That's a 13. It's a pass.
There you go. So all of you are able to get these things open. It's loud as hell. But again, the syrupoids don't seem to care. They're just minding the syrup tanks. Like very repetitive stuff. Like they just keep stirring and keep minting the coal and keep stirring. And that's really all they're doing.
Maybe it's because we killed their master.
Maybe we can control them somehow. Either way, I think we should get the hostages out of here. We still have to save Tommy.
So we go back up the elevator?
I shout out to the hostages like, all right, we're gonna get out of here, okay? Do we see like a door or anything out of this place?
There's these like huge barn doors that you could move like a big vat in and out of. So yeah, there's definitely doors.
Hmm.
And they're not locked or barred or anything. They just because he's not expecting anyone like to assault him at his creepy log tower.
What's interesting is if they're not reacting to us, we might be able to just like walk out of here. Fine, follow me, single file, and then I try and walk towards the door, big barn door, and try and open it and let the people out.
Yep. You walk up to it through the smoke. The smoke's starting to dissipate a little bit now, and the syrupoids don't stop you. You open the doors. They don't even notice. They're just continuing on with their rote behaviors. And the doors swing open to a nice, beautiful, clear night. It rained recently, and you're able to get out without a problem.
Cool.
So I'll go back for Tommy and tell him to just trust me and come down the elevator.
To come with you if he wants to live. So you're
Yeah.
telling him.
Yeah.
You go back up again. You get Tommy. You go back down into the elevator. Syrupoids still just syruping around. So one of them grabs a cage with the skeletons in it, brings it up, opens it up into the syrup. You see him stir it around. And then a few minutes later, you see a syrupoid skeleton climb back out of the vat. And then it starts helping him stir.
Like a new syrup boy came out of that vat.
Yep, because he jumps skeletons into it.
I think it's time to burn this place down. What do you guys think?
So we'll close the barn doors back up, barricade them,
Mm-hmm.
and then torch it.
Yeah, we'll light this place up.
The place goes up. I mean, like you would imagine a large syrup-soaked wood edifice would go up. The flames are so bright and hot, you could see it. I mean, you can see like daylight for a half a mile around. It's massive. Everything burns. Everything burns. It burns fast. It's very dry pine, and it goes up quickly. The men and women who you rescued are extremely happy. They're exhausted. They're in various states of beat to shit, but they are thankful. And there, your faithful Gunky is waiting with his cart. So you see a few of your nice Puce and Chartreuse Gingham people there. You see some other people. You even see somebody from the Red Bear Logging Company standing right there amidst the crowd. And he's like, I was just there to check out the competition to see if we could recruit anyone worthwhile. And I was caught too. And who the hell are you guys? How the hell did you do that?
We're the tree fuckers.
Roll crit.
Hell yeah!
Alrighty. I have a little bit of an epilogue for you guys. So you go back, you get your money. There's a tearful, hello and all that from between the father and the son. And he gives you the money. You have enough money to clear any and all of your debts and to live for a while, or even to join a higher ranking lumber company if you want to. Mr. Shanks says, hey, you guys are all right. And I think this has taught me that maybe me and Tommy shouldn't be in the lumber business anymore. It's too dangerous out here. And I want my boy to get an education. I'm going to give you the rights to my business. What do you say? You now are the owners, if you want to, of the Puce Possums. To do with what you please. So I want to go around the table and ask some questions. So we'll start with Vernon, because God damn it, I want to get this out of the way as fast as possible.
Let's do it.
So it's a month later now. It's a month after you've had the successful return to society. You've taken over the Puce Possums. You're one of the head honchos here. What are you guys doing a month later? What does it look like for you?
Some maple trees, some pines, big old redwood. Oh, you mean what are we doing for work? Oh, my bad.
I didn't specify. You were within your rights to say the weird, horrible stuff you've been saying all night.
Didn't tell you about the fungal infection I got one time.
All right, Sammy, it's a year later. What's going on?
I think Sammy was inspired by the maple syrup that he tasted. And if we had that business, I think I took my portion of it and I expanded out into the maple syrup business. So I paid back my friend Dave, who lent me his pine oil for his beard, and I made maple oil. So I gave that to him. Now I'm swimming in syrup.
Maple oil, it's the slick that sticks. You can have that one for free.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All righty. And last but not least, Jacobus, it's 5 years later. What's going on?
Using Sammy's maple syrup business as a jumping off point and the research and the diary we collected from the werebeaver, we've developed our own set of maple men as a labor force. I paid off all my medical debt, and I am currently in line for a toe transplant.
Oh, very nice. Gentlemen, thank you so fucking much. Thank two of you very much for playing this with me tonight.
Wait, who are you not thanking? What the fuck?
Who possibly could I mean? Well, hey, you made it through. Excellent job. And I want to formally apologize for Ryan. We don't know why he is this way, but he is, and we are doing our best. But, Anyway, thanks again to Erik Jensen for making an amazing game that has now provided us 3 weeks of content. We had a ton of fun. I hope you guys did too. And Erik is a real one. Go support him. Follow the links in the show notes to his blog, Wampus Country, to Lumberlands, so you can grab your own copy of this, and to the Into the Odd folks too. Anything from Lost Pages you're going to have a good time with. They make quality stuff. If you want to support us and help us, keep the lights on, we'd love that. You can do that in a number of ways. You can spread the word about us on Twitter or any social media you have. At Pot of Blunders, of course, for that. You can join us as a patron at the $1, $5, or $10 level. You can get all kinds of great stuff. We're talking free games. We're talking exclusive episodes, access to us via our Discord, which is crazily active with our amazing patrons now. Lots of stuff. Lots of great stuff. Or if you'd prefer, or if you can't do that monetarily, we just would love to have your support by reviewing and rating our podcasts on any of the podcatchers you have that offer ratings. Anything helps us get the word out, helps us bring more attention to amazing indie games, as well as to these amazing creators. We are incredibly blessed to be part of this community and to have the ability to shine a light on some people that are very deserving of it. So thank you in advance for anything you can do for us. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you stay around for more episodes in the future. And for the Pot of Blunders, I've been Nate Magnuski. And as always, may all your Ds be 12s.